Do your joints ever scream at you in the morning, before you've even made it to the coffee pot? If you're living with arthritis, you probably know what I mean. The stiffness, the slow movements, the shelf full of pills that only seem to mask the pain. But here's the truth. Nobody really tells you. Relief doesn't always have to come from a bottle. Sometimes it comes from something as simple and powerful as what's already in your kitchen. Whether it's getting out of bed, tying your shoes, or climbing just a few stairs, arthritis can steal the smallest joys. But what if the right foods could quietly help you take some of that freedom back? Today, I'm going to show you 3 simple, affordable plant-based proteins that science has shown can reduce swelling, ease joint pain, and help you feel more like yourself again. These aren't magic pills. They're real food. Are you ready to take back some control, one bite at a time? The aching joints, the stiffness when you wake up, the pain that stops you from doing the little things you used to love? It's exhausting. And if you've been told to just live with it, I want you to know there's more you can do. Most people don't realize this, but what you eat can play a big role in how you feel every single day. Some foods make things worse, but others can actually help calm inflammation and ease the pain. If a bowl of soup could ease your stiffness, wouldn't you give it a try? Today, I want to show you 3 everyday plant-based proteins that are not only good for your body, they're proven to support your joints, reduce swelling, and help you feel more like yourself again. These aren't magic pills or fancy health products. They're simple, affordable, real foods that are probably already in your grocery store. Are you tired of adding another pill to your weekly box? So, if you're tired of just managing arthritis and ready to start taking small steps that can truly make a difference, let's dive in. Number 1. Lentils. Let's talk about lentils. Now, I know lentils probably don't sound exciting. They're not flashy. They don't come in fancy packaging, and you won't see them all over Instagram food pages. But if you're someone dealing with arthritis, or if someone you love is, this simple little legume might just become your new best friend. Lentils are seriously powerful when it comes to reducing joint pain, calming inflammation, and giving your body what it needs to feel better. And the best part? They're cheap, easy to find, and don't require any complicated cooking. So why lentils? What makes them so special for arthritis relief? Let's start with the basics. Protein. Your body needs protein to build and repair tissues, especially your muscles, which support your joints. Have you noticed it's harder to carry groceries or get up from a low chair lately? Let me give you a quick example. That's often your muscles calling for support. A senior client I worked with, Helen, started adding lentils to her diet twice a week. Within 3 weeks, she said, "I don't dread the stairs as much anymore." Small additions like this really can bring relief. But here's the tricky part. A lot of the usual go-to protein sources, like red meat, can actually increase inflammation in the body. And that's the last thing you want when your joints already feel stiff, swollen, or painful. Lentils, on the other hand, give you all that protein goodness without making your symptoms worse. In fact, they can actually help you feel better. It's plant-based protein that works with your body, not against it. But the benefits of lentils go way beyond protein. They're also packed with magnesium. And this is a big one. Magnesium is one of those nutrients that most people don't get enough of, especially older adults. But it plays a huge role in how your body manages inflammation. Think of magnesium as your body's natural muscle relaxer. It helps soothe the tightness around your joints, reduces stiffness, and even helps calm nerve pain in some cases. A study in the journal Pain Research and Management found that magnesium supplementation helped older adults reduce chronic joint discomfort over a 6-week period. Imagine waking up and feeling just a little looser, a little more mobile. Isn't that worth trying? Have you ever had one of those mornings where your joints just won't loosen up, no matter how much you stretch or move around? If so, magnesium might be exactly what your body is missing. Now let's talk about potassium. Most people don't think of potassium when they think about arthritis, but it's actually more important than you might realize. Potassium helps your body flush out extra sodium, and too much sodium, especially from processed foods, can cause water retention, bloating, and more swelling in your joints. If you've noticed your hands or knees feeling puffy, that might be the reason. But by getting enough potassium, like the kind found in lentils, your body naturally reduces that swelling. And less swelling? That often means less pain. It really is that simple. And the benefits of lentils don't stop there. They also deliver a serious dose of fiber. Now you may be thinking, what does fiber have to do with arthritis? More than you might expect. Studies have shown that blood sugar spikes can worsen inflammation. When you eat meals that cause your blood sugar to shoot up, your body responds by releasing inflammatory chemicals. That leads to more joint pain, stiffness, and discomfort. But fiber helps slow down how your body absorbs sugar. So when you eat fiber-rich foods like lentils, your blood sugar stays more stable throughout the day. This not only helps prevent inflammatory spikes, but it also provides smoother, more balanced energy. And that helps your joints stay protected. Let's not forget about folate, also known as vitamin B9. It doesn't get talked about much, but folate plays a vital role in reducing levels of homocysteine, an amino acid in your blood. When levels of homocysteine are too high, it's been linked to increased inflammation and joint discomfort. The good news? Lentils are packed with folate. Eating them regularly helps keep those levels in check. It's a small, behind-the-scenes benefit that, over time, can lead to real improvements in how your body feels. Maybe now you're wondering, okay, but how do I actually eat lentils? The great thing is, they're incredibly versatile. Even if you don't love cooking, lentils are easy to work with. You can throw them into a pot of soup or stew, where they add both texture and heartiness. Make a simple lentil curry with garlic, onions, and a few spices, or chill them and toss them into a fresh salad with chopped veggies and olive oil. Trying to eat less meat? Lentils make a great filling for tacos, wraps, or veggie burgers. They soak up flavor beautifully, so whether you prefer something savory, spicy, or even a touch sweet, lentils can adapt to your taste. And here's another reason to love them. No soaking required. Unlike many other beans or legumes, lentils cook quickly. Just rinse them, boil with water or broth, and simmer for 20 to 30 minutes. That's it. Plus, they're easy on your stomach. No weird bloating, no heaviness, just clean, comforting nourishment. Want to boost the benefits even more? Try pairing lentils with other anti-inflammatory foods like spinach, kale, turmeric, or lemon juice. These simple ingredients work together to support your joints and gently push back against arthritis. One delicious meal at a time. A handful of fresh spinach or kale, a sprinkle of turmeric, a dash of black pepper, or even just a bit of lemon juice. Each of these simple ingredients adds extra benefits for your joints. And when you combine them with a base like lentils, you're not just putting together a healthy meal, you're giving your body the support it needs to fight back against stiffness and pain. It's something many people overlook. Small changes really do add up over time. You don't have to throw out everything in your pantry or follow a complicated meal plan. Just start with one thing. Maybe it's adding lentils to dinner twice a week. It's a small, low-cost move, but the impact on your joints, your energy, and your overall well-being can be much bigger than you expect. And the truth is, sometimes it's the simplest foods, the ones we walk past in the grocery store every week, that do the most good. So the next time you're picking up groceries, don't skip over the lentils. Grab a bag. Try out a new recipe. See how your body responds. Do you miss gardening, walking your dog, or just standing in the kitchen without discomfort? Because when it comes to managing arthritis naturally, lentils are doing more than just filling your stomach. They're actively reducing inflammation, feeding your joints, and giving you strength to keep doing the things you love, whether that's gardening, walking the dog, or simply getting up with ease in the morning. And if you've ever felt like arthritis is running the show, like your body is working against you, you're not alone. But the good news is, you're not powerless. There are tools, real, accessible, and affordable tools, already in your kitchen. And many don't come in a pill bottle. So, let me ask you this. What would it mean to you to wake up with a little less pain? To walk through the day feeling more stable and confident? Lentils may seem simple, but they're a small, steady step in that direction. Next up in our trio of joint-loving proteins, chickpeas. You've probably seen them in hummus, but their benefits go far beyond that. Now, chickpeas might not sound impressive at first. You've probably seen them in hummus or tossed into a salad, but these little legumes are far more powerful than they look. Chickpeas are absolutely loaded with nutrients that can help ease inflammation, reduce joint pain, and improve your overall health in a way that feels simple and sustainable. And once you understand what chickpeas actually do for your body, especially if you're living with arthritis, you'll never look at them the same way again. So, what makes chickpeas so effective? Just like lentils, they're an excellent source of plant-based protein. And if you're trying to cut down on red meat, whether for heart health, inflammation, or digestion, chickpeas are a great substitute. Protein is crucial for maintaining and rebuilding muscle mass, which becomes even more important as we age. When your muscles are stronger, they take pressure off your joints. That means less strain, less pain, and more freedom in your movement. And the best part? Chickpeas offer all that protein without triggering inflammation, like some animal-based options might. What truly sets chickpeas apart, though, is their high level of polyphenols, natural plant compounds that act as antioxidants in your body. They help your body fight off damage caused by free radicals, those unstable molecules that harm your cells and trigger inflammation. If you're living with arthritis, chances are your body is dealing with something called oxidative stress, which can quietly make your symptoms worse over time. That's where chickpeas come in. Their powerful polyphenols go to work by protecting your cells, calming inflammation, and providing your body with a much-needed defense system. Think of it like giving your joints a tiny shield every time you eat them. But the magic doesn't stop there. Chickpeas are also a great source of vitamin C, a nutrient that's essential for something many people forget: collagen production. Collagen acts like a cushion between your bones. It's the connective tissue that helps your joints move smoothly and comfortably. Without enough of it, that cushion starts to wear down. What happens then? You begin to feel stiff, creaky, and sore. But when you get enough vitamin C through whole foods like chickpeas, your body can continue making the collagen it needs to support pain-free movement. This isn't about covering up symptoms. It's about giving your joints the building blocks they need to repair and rebuild from the inside out. And just like lentils, chickpeas are loaded with magnesium, an incredibly underrated mineral for joint health. Magnesium helps relax tight muscles, calm your nervous system, and support strong bones. All of this is incredibly important if you're managing arthritis. When your muscles are overworked or tense, your joints end up carrying more stress. Magnesium helps release that tension and provides a natural sense of relief. Have you been sleeping poorly because of pain? Magnesium can even help you sleep better. And when your body is well rested and your muscles are relaxed, your joints finally get a much-needed break. Now let's talk about another major benefit: fiber. Yes, it matters. A lot. Fiber is essential for keeping your blood sugar levels balanced, and that's more important than just managing energy or weight. When your blood sugar spikes, your body releases inflammatory chemicals. That means more swelling, more pain, and more stiffness. Refined carbs and sugary foods often make things worse. But chickpeas, naturally high in fiber, slow down how sugar is absorbed in your bloodstream. That keeps your blood sugar stable and helps prevent those inflammatory spikes that can aggravate your joints. Now here's the fun part. Chickpeas are deliciously versatile. Sure, hummus is a go-to favorite. It's creamy, rich in flavor, and goes great with raw veggies or whole grain crackers. But don't stop there. Chickpeas can be roasted with olive oil and spices for a crunchy snack that's far healthier than chips. You can toss them into salads, stews, or soups. They're perfect in stir-fries with colorful vegetables and a pinch of turmeric, another powerful anti-inflammatory. They also make a hearty base for curries and fit perfectly in grain bowls with things like quinoa, spinach, avocado, or roasted sweet potatoes. The flavor of chickpeas is mild, which means they soak up whatever seasoning or sauce you cook them with. This makes them incredibly versatile in the kitchen. And if you're into baking, you might be surprised by how often you can sneak chickpeas into your favorite recipes. Chickpea flour is a fantastic gluten-free alternative that works beautifully in breads, pancakes, and even cookies. You can blend whole chickpeas into brownie batter, or use them to bulk up a homemade veggie burger patty. The options? Almost endless. They help you stay satisfied longer, which is especially helpful if you're trying to manage your weight while also dealing with arthritis symptoms. Another thing to appreciate? Chickpeas are budget-friendly and easy to find. You don't need to shop at a fancy health food store or spend a lot of money. You can buy them dried in bulk or pick up a few cans during your next grocery trip. If you go with canned chickpeas, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, just be sure to rinse them well to remove the extra sodium. And if you've got a little more time, cooking dried chickpeas at home is simple and can save you even more money over time. Either way, you're getting excellent nutritional value without breaking the bank. So, how often should you be eating chickpeas? Try adding them to your meals a few times a week to start. The more consistent you are, the more benefits you'll begin to notice. Some people enjoy them daily, and as long as your body responds well, that's perfectly okay. Your joints will appreciate the steady stream of nutrients, your digestive system will thank you for the fiber, and you may even find your energy levels improving. When you're living with arthritis, it can feel like your body is constantly working against you, like you're stuck in a battle you didn't sign up for. But foods like chickpeas remind us that healing doesn't always have to come from a pharmacy. Sometimes, it starts with something as simple as a handful of legumes tossed into dinner. They may be small, but they're packed with power. Every bite is a chance to take back a little more control over your health. So next time you're planning your meals or strolling through the grocery aisles, remember this. Those little beige chickpeas are more than just a side dish. They're an anti-inflammatory powerhouse, full of the nutrients your joints have been waiting for. Add them to your cart. Try out a new recipe, and start making them a regular part of your life. Your body, your budget, and your taste buds will all be glad you did. You've seen how legumes can help. But what if I told you that tofu, a food many overlook, could be just as powerful. But if you're living with arthritis, or if someone close to you is, tofu might just become one of the most powerful foods you can add to your diet. It's not fancy, it's not flashy, but it's packed with exactly the kind of nutrients that help soothe inflammation, protect your joints, and support your body in ways that really matter. So, why tofu? To start with, tofu is made from soybeans, which are one of the few plant-based foods that qualify as a complete protein. That means tofu contains all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair tissues. Think about that for a moment. Your joints, your muscles, your bones, they all rely on protein to stay strong and functional, especially as we age. When your muscles are well supported, they help carry more of your body's weight and relieve pressure from your joints. And when you're dealing with arthritis, every bit of support counts. Tofu gives you that support, but in a gentle, anti-inflammatory way that animal products sometimes just can't match. But the benefits of tofu don't stop with protein. Let's talk about omega-3 fatty acids. Those healthy fats you've probably heard are great for your heart. Well, they're also incredibly important for joint health. Omega-3s help reduce the body's production of inflammatory chemicals. That means less stiffness, less swelling, and ultimately, less pain. Now, while most people associate omega-3s with fish, tofu is actually one of the few plant-based sources of this critical nutrient. So if you're looking to eat more plant-based or trying to avoid seafood, tofu is an excellent way to get those anti-inflammatory benefits, naturally. And there's more. Tofu is also a good source of calcium, which, as you probably know, is key for keeping your bones strong. But here's something not everyone realizes. If you have arthritis, especially osteoarthritis, it's not just your joints that need support. Your bones do too. Strong bones help stabilize your entire skeletal system and relieve stress from your joints. Tofu offers a dairy-free, calcium-rich option, perfect for those who are lactose intolerant or avoiding dairy due to its potential inflammatory effects. And here's where tofu really starts to shine. Many brands are fortified with vitamin D. Vitamin D works hand in hand with calcium to improve bone strength and support absorption, but it also plays an important role in regulating the immune system and controlling inflammation. Unfortunately, many older adults are low in vitamin D without even knowing it, and that deficiency can quietly make arthritis symptoms worse. Getting a little extra vitamin D from your tofu? That's a smart, simple move your joints will thank you for. But we're not done yet. There's another group of nutrients in tofu that deserve your attention, and they're called isoflavones. Isoflavones are natural plant compounds found in soy. They act a little like estrogen in the body. But don't worry, that doesn't mean they'll throw your hormones out of balance. In fact, research shows that isoflavones can actually help reduce inflammation, improve joint flexibility, and even lower pain levels in people living with arthritis. Some studies have looked at individuals who regularly eat soy and found that they tend to report better joint function and less stiffness, especially in cases of rheumatoid arthritis. It's not a miracle cure, but it is one more way tofu can gently support your body's natural healing process. Now, you might be wondering, how do I actually cook tofu? Isn't it kind of bland? And that's a fair question. On its own, tofu doesn't have a strong flavor, but that's exactly what makes it so versatile in the kitchen. It absorbs the taste of whatever ingredients you cook it with: garlic, ginger, soy sauce, lemon juice, chili flakes, you name it. Tofu takes it all in. And when it comes to cooking options, you're spoiled for choice. You can stir fry, bake, grill, or pan-sear it for a crispy texture. If you're new to tofu, start with extra firm tofu. Press out the excess water and let it marinate for an hour before cooking. This helps it soak up flavor even better. Then toss it into a veggie stir-fry, a hearty curry, a fresh salad, or a whole grain wrap. You can even crisp it in the oven or toss it in a sauce on the stove. If you prefer something softer and creamier, try silken tofu. It works beautifully in smoothies, soups, or even dairy-free desserts. Yes, you can blend tofu into dips, sauces, or puddings without even tasting it, and still get all the plant-based protein and anti-inflammatory benefits it brings. You can even use tofu in place of cream in recipes to cut down on saturated fat while adding nutrition. And the best part? Tofu is affordable and easy to find. You don't need to shop at specialty stores or spend a lot of money. Most grocery stores carry several types of tofu, from silken to extra firm. And once you get the hang of it, tofu can become a regular part of your weekly routine. Even better, unopened tofu is shelf-stable for a while, which makes it a great backup for quick, healthy meals. So, how often should you eat tofu? If you're comfortable with soy and not allergic to it, try working it into your meals a couple of times a week. Pair it with other anti-inflammatory foods like turmeric, leafy greens, or whole grains like brown rice or quinoa, and you're giving your body a wide spectrum of healing nutrients. From protein to calcium to omega-3s, tofu delivers support where your body needs it most, especially your joints. At the end of the day, arthritis can feel overwhelming. The stiffness, the aches, the frustration of not moving the way you used to. But small, intentional changes, like adding tofu to your meals, can make a real difference. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about making choices that help you feel a little stronger, a little more comfortable, and a little more in control. Tofu, humble as it may seem, is one of those foods. So whether you're just getting started with plant-based eating, or you've been on this journey for a while, give tofu a try. Experiment. Make it your own. You just might be surprised by how much it helps. Because sometimes, the best medicine isn't found in a bottle, it's in your kitchen. And tofu? It's one of the best-kept secrets for arthritis relief you can find. So let's wrap things up. If you're dealing with arthritis, remember these 3 plant-based proteins: lentils, chickpeas, and tofu. Each one is packed with nutrients that help reduce inflammation, protect your joints, and help you feel better, naturally. You don't need expensive supplements or complicated diets, just simple, everyday foods that nourish your body from the inside out. Try adding one of them to your meals this week and see how your joints respond. Small changes can lead to big results. If this video was helpful, please hit that like button. It really supports the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a future video. What's one thing you've changed in your meals that made a difference? Share it below. It might help someone else. We'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.